Hello, everyone. Time for another day of Bible trivia. Don't know if this will sound quite as good. Don't have my normal microphone here. But anyway, first thing I want to begin with, I want to ask you a question. How do you catch a squirrel? Well, you climb up a tree and you act like a nut. Let me know if that works, okay? Oh boy. What type of book only has characters and no story? Give up? A telephone book. All right, let's get into our Bible trivia. Our first question, of course, 10 questions, been doing this a long time. I'm sure you know the rules. 10 questions, point apiece, be two bonus questions worth 3 points apiece. And if you risk it, you can lose 3 points, but if you don't lose anything. So it's up to you. Question number one. When Boaz talked to Naomi's closer relative and encouraged him to buy Elimelech's field and redeem it, what did the relative say? I will redeem it. I don't want it. Or why should I help? Ruth 4, verse number 4 tells us the answer is I will redeem it. Number 2, what made the relative change his mind about buying the field? Was it the price, the land was barren, or having to marry Ruth? Ruth 4, verse number 6, the answer is having to marry Ruth. Number 3, when the closest relative agreed to pass up his right as the redeemer, what did the relative do? Signed a document, took off his sandal, or shook Boaz's hand? Ruth 4, verse number 8, tells us that he took off his sandal. Number 4, what did Ruth and Boaz name their son? Was it Obed, Onan, or Omri? Ruth 4, verse number 17, tells us that his name was Obed. Number 5, who was Obed the father of? Was it Joshua, Jonathan, or Jesse? Ruth 4, verse number 17 tells us that it was Jesse. Okay, here's your bonus question. Who was Obed the grandfather of? Who was Obed the grandfather of? Again, that's found in Ruth 4, verse 17. And I'm thinking most of you probably know this. The answer is David. All right, let's move on to our next set of questions. After the kingdom divided, where did Jeroboam, king of the northern tribe, make his home? Was it Damascus, Jericho, or Shechem? 1 Kings 12:25 tells us that it was Shechem. Number 2, who was Jeroboam afraid to let the people go to Jerusalem to do? I don't know if I read that right. Let me read that again. What was Jeroboam afraid to let the people go to Jerusalem to do? Was it to worship, to conduct business, or to see family? 1 Kings 12, verse 26 through 27. I'm sure you probably got this right. It was to worship. Number 3, what did Jeroboam make for the people? Was it homes, 2 golden calves, or the temple? 1 Kings 12, verse 28. He made 2 golden calves. Number 4, where did Jeroboam set up the golden calves? Was it Gezer and Kadesh, Bethel and Dan, or Ramoth Gilead and Riblah? So far, I think this might be the only difficult question that I've had on this one. You guys are going to do pretty good, I think. 1 Kings 12, verse 29. The answer is Bethel and Dan. Number 5, as what did Jeroboam establish some of his people? Was it priests, kings, or military leaders? 1 Kings 12, verse 31 tells us that he established priests. And here's your bonus question. What tribe were priests to be from? Again, another reason. I'm thinking some of y'all might actually get all of these right this time. What tribe were priests to be from? Numbers chapter 18, of course, tells us that it's the tribe of Levi. All right, I hope you did well. Let me know how you did. Man, I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, this group of questions, several of you may end up getting them all correct. I hope you did. I hope you have a wonderful weekend.